the semis. First, and no surprises, the only one of course maybe being that Dola Saleh starts off on the subs bench, and Faisal Zainal, who served out a 2-match suspension, is also, who has served out a 2-match suspension. He's eligible for this one, but he also starts as a sub. The referee is Mr. Yoshimi Ogawa from Japan. He's assisted down the lines by Mr. Wu Teng-Ten of Myanmar and Mr. Lam Han-chung of Hong Kong. The Thai players, and it's Jay Surachai wearing number 12, who starts off the match. So again, the coach of the side, Tavachai, saying that he would definitely not start the match. He would be named as a sub, but bring it about turn once again. Natipong Sritongin on 7 goals. He, of course, leads the top scorers list at the moment with Sambagamaran of Malaysia on 6 goals. So those two players, if they get into the action among the goals tonight, well, they'll be having a fair old duel personally as well. But it's Thailand with Kusada Pyandit in possession, and it will be interesting to see how they start, whether they'll go for their usual fast football or whether they'll just try and slow the pace down from the outset. Dusit Chalamsan getting an early touch, loves to overlap down the left. This is Apichad. Apichad to Kerisuk Senamwang. It's a good cross in. Natipong Sritongin was there, and in the very first minute, Malaysia conceded the first corner of the match. We look at Zainal Abidin, who immediately has some marshalling of his defence to do.
They talk at the press conference about the importance of the first goal, and there's no doubt about that. Thailand pushing forward, looking for it very quickly on.
So it's Thailand in to try and inflict some damage early on. Kerisuk, who remained on the left side, crossing over for Natipong Sritongin, and Patanapong unable to get the firm header in, who has gained from the international exposure in this tournament. Kerisuk Senamwang, good cross in, and Zainal Abidin had to be very firm. He looks at Rajnikant in front of him and wags the finger. The Malaysian penalty area at the moment. The rest of the Thais, well, now Kerisuk has gone in as well. It's rifled in, and Khairul Azman had to be very firm. He gets off camera. He's signalling to his skipper now, who like to soak things up and then start putting their moves together. Perhaps Wan Jamat Wan Hassan of Malaysia has decided to use that ploy for his side in this match. But at the moment, it's all Thailand. Kerisuk Senamwang taking another shot, brilliant! Now that is a goal worthy of winning any final. And John, you were talking about this man being the player of the tournament, and he certainly is in fine form. You can't deny that. An excellent goal once again. The Malaysians being caught out this time. There have been several teams in this tournament that have been caught out from the excellent shooting. As we take a look at the shot and the goal once again from Kerisuk, brilliant. Rajnikant, who was just a little afraid perhaps of getting the slight touch and deflecting it into the net, well, he moved aside, and Khairul Azman, who perhaps is just troubled a little by the early injury, has conceded the goal, and in the 9th minute of play, Thailand go 1-up over Malaysia.
And he did it in the semi-finals, and he's done it again tonight, and that has to be a world-class goal by any standards. And the number 13 for Thailand, and Natipong still there on 7 at the top, but 1 or 2 of those, that includes the deflection.
Oh! Well, Mohammad Nazri Yunus crossed the ball in. It took a wicked deflection, which fooled Wacharapong Somsit. He came for the ball, slight misjudgment, and Thailand fortunate to live through that moment. Lovely cross from him. This is Yap Wailun, throw ball from him, easily cut out by Warrawut Srimaka. Lovely ball from Warrawut to Natipong Sritongin, and Khairul Azman had to come out of his area there. He complains about some of the defending, some of the marking. Although we're in our commentary booth and that sort of cuts off some of the atmosphere, you can still hear very clearly through the glass the spectators immediately in front of us shouting, cheering the teams on. Natipong Sritongin lining himself up for perhaps a shot of his own. Got behind it well, it takes a deflection. The Malaysians a little slow to recover and unable to prevent that one from going out for the corner.
just behind where this corner will be taken, there are several thousand Thai supporters making an enormous noise. There's a big substantial support from Malaysia behind the goal we're looking at now, and in front of our commentary position, which is from where you're looking on this camera shot.
We're into the 19th minute, and Thailand have a corner from which they can inflict more damage on a Malaysian side that just looks a little rattled. Oh, that one rattles the crossbar. Well, the Malaysians live again, but Thailand, their shooting prowess from way out on that occasion by Apichad, well, tremendous really. I was talking about the Malaysians being rattled, and that shot rattling the crossbar instead. As we look at the slow motion replay now, Apichad, first time shot, and that is the brilliance of the Thais. They don't have to control the ball, they can just shoot almost at will at times, John. Zainal will push further forward as time goes on, and if Malaysia haven't yet drawn level, he'll support the attacks, but at the moment he's required more at the back because Thailand come forward once again. Kadisuk with good off-the-ball running, making a diagonal run to the left and receiving a good pass. Playing it back now. Dusit Chalamsan for Thailand to Nati Tongsukau. Kitsada Pyandit, the Thais passing the ball almost at will. Now Kitsada, who has quite a shot, which we've just seen. Not a particularly good one by his own very high standards, but he has quite a wallop in the shot and quite prepared to take the shots from way out. On that occasion, 35-40 meters perhaps. Kitsada Pyandit down the line. It was a poor pass from him. Azman Adnan with Rusdi Solong now on the ball. Good diagonal run from Rusdi to receive the pass. Azman, good layoff. Mohammad Nazri Yunus. Well, it was a good shot, and some fans in front of our commentary position get to their feet and stand and applause. Out of defense, this is Kadisuk Senamwang. In fact, Pitaya Santawang, I beg your pardon. Oh, this is Pitaya now. And, well, that was going wide, but very close.
Talented young centre forward Yangoon, and they said that in the absence of Singapore here, would I please give Malaysia a big cheer on their behalf. So there you are, boys, the St Michael's School football team.
This is Kitsada Pyandit for number 2, and Khairul Azman not getting the touch. That was very close. Kitsada getting into a very good forward position, one of the few forward runs he's made. Well, the Malaysians are also trying to do likewise. Apparently, I'm given to understand that for 1 week each month, the M-League takes a break and allows the national squad players to get together for some training. Kadisuk Senamwang, again Khairul Azman, just looking a little troubled. Perhaps that early knock that he took, John, was a bit severe because he seems a bit slow going down.
I agree. Players stay when they're coming forward. They don't bunch up. They give themselves so many opportunities.
Oh, that is an excellent save. It came off the Malaysian player, Rajni Khan, and it could so very well have been an own goal. We were talking about Malaysia getting a goal before half-time, and if Thailand had got that one into the back of the net, if this man, Khairul Azman, had not saved it, then it would have been an excellent time for Thailand to increase the lead, John. Oh, one Hassan playing his cards just before half-time, as they proved on so many occasions in this tournament so far. There we look at the scoreline. Thailand 1, Malaysia 0. Kadisuk Senamwang in the 9th minute of play, as the two sets of players from both sides is wearing white, and the Malaysians in a huddle as they usually are. They sing the national anthem before the match when they huddle together like we just saw them. And now Mr. Ogawa, Yoshimi Ogawa from Japan, who is being assisted down the lines by Mr. U Ten Ten of Myanmar and Mr. Lam Hon Chung of Hong Kong, gets us underway for what should prove to be a very tense and very exciting 45 minutes. It's Malaysia who will attack the goal to our right in the second half, and it will be interesting to see what they come out and do early on, because obviously the tactics would have to change somewhat against a Thai side that seemed to be in a fair bit of control, although towards the end of it. Zami Mohammed Noor for Malaysia to Yap Wailun. Wailun has Azman Adnan available. He plays instead to Samsurin Abdul Rahman. This is better play now from the Malaysians. Mohammad Nazri Yunus, good cross from him. Well, Wacharapong Samsit in goal for Thailand, not looking very comfortable, especially when the ball is crossed very close.
That quite what the Malaysian defence were doing. They were strolling forward. I didn't think they realised that the ball had been played in. Now this is a good move forward, but unfortunately slightly too long for Samsit and Abdurrahman. And I don't quite know what's going on there. Well, the referee's given a free kick to Malaysia just outside the box. What for, I don't know.
I didn't quite catch what happened, Jen, because I was looking at the notes.
Because the Thai players are all around the ball.
In 6s and 7s now, the Thais, because the keeper was Sanba to whack the ball. Can the Malaysians do it? The Thai wall breaking. And finally, it's Wacharapong Samsit who makes the save. That's come off for a corner to Malaysia. Arch rivals as well, Singapore, Malaysia. Wacharapong comes, he punches. Azmir Azali with a head on! Oh, well, Sanba Gamaran continues to frustrate Nati Pongsukau, and finally it's Nati Pong Sweetong in all the way back, and an excellent ball to Kerisuk Sanamwang. Kerisuk only has Pitaya Sanamwang in the middle. Going off your screen now, plays a good ball to Nati Pong, who came late in support. Nati Pong, shot at goal, good one. And Khairul Azman had to be on his toes there, and in fact he had to even get down on his knees to field the ball.
That's the first time I've seen Nati Pong really work for a ball hard in this tournament. He made the initial pass, a good pass out to Kerisuk, and came back for the return. And that's why they're so dangerous. Oh, a dangerous break forward now.
Kerisuk, this must be number 2. Oh, good save from Khairul Azman. He immediately goes to Rajni Khan. Rajni Khan, who made the awful mistake of allowing that man in. Zainal and Khairul exchange words as well. Very difficult choice, John. There have been quite a few players. I've been impressed by Kerisuk because, like I was saying, all the pre-tournament hype was centered around and on Natipong Sweetong in. Such has been Thailand's domination of Southeast Asian soccer. Again, the Thais will pull it off only just. It gets harder and harder each time for them. I'm sure they will acknowledge that. But they are still the team to beat in Southeast Asia, as they're proving yet again tonight. Wonderful end to this match. We are in stoppage time now with the Thais, with Kutsada Piandit on the ball for them. Well, still looking for goal number 2. And that could have come from this man, Natipong Sweetong in. Now Malaysia still have a chance to perhaps put together one more attack. The referee, Mr. Yoshimi Ogawa from Japan, has looked at his watch several times now. You just feel that he's going to blow his whistle any time. We can't have too much time added on, surely, because there were stoppages, but not that many. And that's a wasted attempt by Malaysia on the night. Malaysia have looked, and that's it. Thailand take the first ever ASEAN Football Federation Championship, and they were the pre-tournament favourites together with Indonesia. Indonesia finally finishing 4th, very disappointing for them. But Thailand once again are the supremos of Southeast Asian football.
Yes, I agree. And he's a dignified player, and he's been played the game